We can all get carried away when looking at the animal kingdom with power, aggression and danger, and can also become fixated with those creatures that can move the fastest. Sometimes it is nice to have a more relaxed approach and consider the wildlife that takes life in a more laid-back fashion. So in this episode, we are taking a tour of the slowest moving animals on Earth. Most people will have come across snails at some stage in their lives, and they start as our first contender. After all, it cannot be easy rushing towards your favourite dinner when you only have one foot, and with just one muscular organ to propel them. This is all that the common garden snail possesses. They release a stream of mucus to help them slide a little faster, but even this slippery additive will only help them move at up to 1.3 centimetres per second. Perhaps the huge lifespan of our next contestant is helped by their slow and steady approach to life, as the giant Galapagos tortoise can live for over 150 years. Charles Darwin studied these magnificent creatures back in 1835, and at the time he thought they moved relatively quickly. His zoology notes indicated that after walking by their side that they travelled around 360 yards per hour. A later study, however, calculated that they normally reach 1.2 miles per hour. Still not very fast. Sloths have been depicted in various cartoons over the years, and whilst Prime8 does not yet have any license agreement deals with Disney, we think you should check out the bank teller in the film Zootropolis. Given that sloths have such a slow metabolism, they only require a few leaves and twigs for nutrition. National Geographic undertook an extensive study into these relaxed boys and girls and deduced that they crawl at the lightning speed of 1 foot per minute. So slowly, in fact, that algae can grow on their coats. Starfish, or sea stars, are not often seen hurtling around the sea floor, racing each other to beat the tides, or indeed each other. Some species will have as many as 15,000 tubular feet on their 5 limbs, but this does not seem to help them in the speed stakes. Whilst these feet give them the ability to travel across virtually any terrain, they may perhaps trip over them if they moved any faster, as an adult sunflower starfish can only move at about 1 metre per minute. Another water-dwelling creature in today's pick is the sea anemone, which are related to coral and jellyfish. Rather like slugs and snails, these creatures feature a single foot, called a pedal disc, which when combined with a mucus secretion, they will usually use to attach themselves to plants, rocks or coral. They tend to stay still, awaiting a passing snack, but if they do decide to move their dining location, slow capture photography puts their movement at a mere 10 millimeters per hour. A small and seemingly cute and indeed slow-moving animal is the slow loris. These creatures are a member of the Prime8 family, and their movements are actually an act and part of their dark side. The slow loris is the only venomous member of the Prime8 family, as these furry creatures have both toxic saliva and glands that also secrete a similar toxin at their elbows. They strike prey with lightning speed, standing upright, grabbing a branch with their feet and throwing their body forward to nab their prey with both hands. Yikes. One further contender today with just 1 foot is the banana slug, and when you see one, it is easy to know why it got its name. These slugs use the usual secretion of mucus to facilitate their path, but banana slugs also have another skill, where they can use the mucus plug at the end of their tail to generate a bungee cord of slime and abseil down from high places. University of Eastern Kentucky's biologist Branley Allen Branson voted for the banana slug to win top honours with a speed of just 8.2 centimetres per hour. Compared to some of the other animals discussed, the manatee is relatively speedy, but considering their heft and disdain for movement, Manatees are usually very slow. This gentle giant of the ocean, also known as the sea cow, can reach up to 4 meters long and weigh as much as 1,500 kilos. With that much bulk, it is no wonder that these gentle giants are rarely in a hurry. Manatees usually move at a speed of only 2 miles per hour, but if they really need to get somewhere fast, they can pick up the pace to as much as 20 miles an hour. Thank you for tuning in today, and please do click the like button if you enjoyed this episode.